Hey all, it's Brian here from quantlabs.net. Just wanted to update anyone who's actively watching me. I've gone through all the code analysis of the quant trading app that you're looking at right now. I've gone through the Infogistics, both apps, the financial dashboard and the equity trader apps. Those are commercial products. If you're part of my meetup last night, you would have seen some of the demos I ran. So that led me down the path of revisiting this quant trading and see what I could kind of do with it, what I could pull out of it. So I found the GitHub repository for quant trading. As you can see, it's fairly up to date, only 2 days old, with a lot of modifications. I gotta say, this is a really good project. The only thing is you gotta kind of go through the source code to understand what's going on in the application. But it seems to be fairly straightforward. There's R integration and all that, interactive brokers integration. But there's a couple of applications I want to bring to your attention. This is the original quant trading that I've downloaded in October. So basically what I've done is I've got it running, but there's a couple of other applications I never really play with at any time. What I'm really specifically talking about are all these interactive broker connectivity. And I'm going to show you something that was quite interesting to me, because it looks like Interactive Brokers has updated their demo account and improved it quite a lot. So here's the Interactive Brokers Traders workstation. I'm going to load up standard credentials to get you started. Now remember, I'm not a client of Interactive Brokers. I've got nothing to do with Interactive Brokers at this point. Just using this API, you can freely download off their site. I'm going to show you some of the improvements here, which is quite interesting. So here's the app for TWS. I've configured it to connect into the into my any API. So this has kind of changed radically over the last few years, where you get a tab for the options, a tab for U.S. stocks, futures, currency, any pending orders, and EU stocks. And these are all default. I just added this a little bit of time ago, so let me get rid of this. No, let me try this. I don't know, I'll add Google. And then I think, oh yeah, Google. Let's see. I think. Okay, so now it's asking me for what kind of is it an option I want or a future? So let's say I just want a future. So I'll choose 2 months out. July comes back with this panel. Data protection, sure, why not? Okay, add. So where's my Google? So there's the Google right here. Okay, so this is something people need to be aware of. You'll see it. This is a demo system, so oddly enough I can't get access to Google future data because it's fictional data. Okay, that's okay. We can try something else here. Now again, this is all for no, let me just choose Apple again, or maybe SPX. No, SPY. I'm going to try QQQ. So we want that find. Oh, we can't do anything there. Let me use it. QQQ. Search. Oh, here we go. So I'll choose a ProShare Arca, I guess. Okay. Okay, so my QQQ. Okay, there's PSQ I've just added. So here's the last pricing. So you can see you get the change percent. I'm not sure if there's any bid and ask that I could do. Well, let me just pop over to one of the other ones. But you can see there's some live data. It's pretty good here. Limit, bid, ask. I mean, you can't get that on Yahoo. I think you could on Yahoo or Google. but you can see it is updating here. So let me pull up one of the apps. You can tell I'm not a professional here, obviously, but I'm going to load up this from Quant Trading. Load up this IB connection test. This seems to be similar or maybe the same as what you download from the API from Interactive Brokers. So I'm going to connect into it. We get an OK. I don't know why there's an error code, but it seems to be connecting. So I don't know. I'll just choose one of these. See, it's bringing back data. The price is kind of realistic. 202.09. Let me try to see how that comparison is on Yahoo. Like, let's see how close this is to market data. So this was what was it? I just downloaded SPY. Okay, let me see what happens here. Okay, so let me just see what we can get out of Yahoo Finance. See how close it is to a market data. Don't you love these experimental tests I have here? Doing it live and direct with you in a video. So it's not exact, 207. Let me just do this here. So we are at pricing of 202. So it's a little off, but it's pretty close. Now I'm not really live trading yet, but I was thinking why I'm bringing this up, especially with the Interactive Brokers, and is if the data is that close to market data, it is real time. It seems. I mean, there's obviously some severe limitations with it. As you could tell with this Google test, fictional data not available, but you could still do some other stuff with it. I still think this is a good enough environment to rely on instead of relying on Yahoo or Google data for now, and fool around with the Interactive Brokers data instead of relying on Yahoo or Google, or spend money on IQ Feed. I'm not saying IQ Feed is bad, it's just why spend the money, and I've done it for many months where you're paying for a monthly subscription that you end up not using a whole lot, so it doesn't make sense to waste the money on that. Same with ActiveTick or whoever you're going to go with for market data, unless you're going to actually use it. So instead, make more sense to just use something not realistic but adequate for a testing environment. So I'm thinking I'm going to reactivate all my the code for my membership and look at building out using that code to push that data into my Infragistics application. Because originally, I'm just trying to think here with the Quant Trading app, which is fantastic, especially with that strategy manager built in. I really like that. But I'm starting to think maybe there's a more logical way to be able to use the Infragistics app, specifically the equity trading, to be able to use that as a complete all-in-one system to use as an automated trading system with some kind of connection using whatever strategies I go with, and then feeding Interactive Brokers data into it. And obviously switch it out to Forex if I'm going to move to something like Oanda. The problem is when you start using ActiveTick and Oanda, you're really limited in terms of development, because let's say you just use ActiveTick data. That only limits you to options and equity data. That's all you get. So that's fine. But then you want to use FX and futures data or major commodity data. Well, your only other option is to use Oanda. So in essence, you have these two data connections that will kind of throw it off your strategies. And if possible, you can use one source. So this may be a good way to go about it. And it's free. I'm registered with the IB. It seems to be not damn close, but it's kind of close to what market data is from what I'm seeing here with these tests. And I've got some third-party software that I have that's commercial that enables me to connect into Interactive Brokers and use that with the API from Interactive Brokers and be able to rapidly build out trading logic and code to work with Interactive Brokers, because honestly, at the end of the day, I would rather go with Interactive Brokers, because all the major independent automated traders, guys that work with Simon, who built the Trade Manager, he's working with Interactive Brokers. Ernie Chan uses Interactive Brokers. I know Chris in Boston, New York, uses Interactive Brokers. This guy who developed Quant Trading, he's using Interactive Brokers. So it's universal. The only thing is, the big part is the funding of the account, which is 10 grand. Not everybody has 10 grand to start out with, but it's a good platform to build out some strategies. So I kind of like this idea I'm thinking of, and then maybe using all that. I'll report back on the progress of it, and of course using my own code that has been built with Interactive Brokers, using a third-party wrapper for the API, being able to build out with that the MATLAB logic, the trading logic for your strategy with MATLAB, but on top of that now adding in the Infogistics charting that I've been demoing over the last week or couple of weeks. So that is an approach I'm looking at. I just wanted to report back, but this discovery would not have been made without these little applications, because I always thought Interactive Brokers data is no good because it's all random and it's pretty well garbage and useless. But if it's kind of like this, I can work with it and build out some decent strategies and play with those strategies until I get something that proves to be profitable, and then build out the connections into whatever broker I go with. If it is still remaining with Interactive Brokers, or move into what do you call it, Oanda or somebody else. Who knows? These markets always change, but for now, maybe Interactive Brokers looks like something to go with, because again, you get the options, you get the stocks, you get the futures, and all that, and that's kind of what I'm after. And of course, you get the currencies as well, the trading pairs. So it doesn't have to be exact, doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just less pain. So I'm going to see what I can come up with over the next couple of days or whatever. But I just want to bring people up to date to let you know what I'm thinking. All right. Hopefully I'll help you out. Talk to you later.